I'm going to be probably moving up here because I was like looking at all the old bars that I was up here. I was like, oh my God, I got hammered here.
Yep.
And oh my God, this is where I first had Thai food with a dude from like South Philly that introduced me to it. And he was Chinese, which is funny. But it was Spice, which is like everywhere anyway. But it was so good. And it's like everything. Diner, Grace's Diner. Like all that shit.
Well, that changed the locations.
It did. It was downtown more, right?
It was like right here on First, and then it just changed it up. Yeah.
But I remember seeing, like, you know, the only thing that's missing up here is Brother Jimmy's, but they went out of business.
That whole place went out of business. Yeah.
What a bummer, because we used to get fucking lit.
Well, that was like the first mecca for bros.
Totally. And also, though, for like football, like, bro like me for football, because I went to an art school, we could go watch the games there. And I knew some Southern fuckers, so they would get in like White Trash Wednesdays or something, and they had like wings, and you can drink beer and wings for like 2.5 hours. It was Sunday.
That's when the economy was roaring.
Oh, dude,
that was Bush's America.
Trust me, I just went on a rant about this. It went up 3.5% today.
I saw CPI.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. I hate them all. I went off on Trump's and. I do follow Trump on Instagram because I got to say, sometimes the shit he posts are so ridiculous. It's hysterical.
He's the definition of electric.
Dude, it is truly amazing. Like the Eclipse. Did you see the Eclipse one he put up?
No.
It was like, burr, burr, you know, that 2001 Space Odyssey? Yeah. And they're like, something's coming. And it's like building. I'm like, you better deliver, dude. And then it's his outline of him covering the sun.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, whoever's your marketing guy and your graphics people, they're like, I want to hire them.
I think it's him.
No fucking way.
I think he gives them.
You're giving him way too much credit, bro.
No.
Get out of here, Rich. Get out of here.
He's nonsense. The Steve Jobs of social media, where he's like, I have an idea. I'm blocking the sun.
He does not have that kind of like.
Make it.
You think he's like? You know what? He might be like with this kind of thing, really good at working with other people.
With this specifically.
Roasting and shit. He'd be like amazing in a writer's room.
That's what
I think he should be a head writer. Like, just give him a job. Be like, guy, you know, we want you. You know, it's like Hitler. We should have just given Hitler a museum or something to paint at.
Well, we tried that. It didn't work out.
Did we try to give him some finger
painting?
Well,
he tried it out. You know, we didn't really give him the opportunity.
But then they ripped him out. We should have been like, oh, good shot. You know what I mean? Like, we should just give him a show. Like, Hollywood should just give him a show. It's all those little nerds should just be like, here you go, bro. Here's your show. You do whatever the fuck you want. You know, like, and then like let it go. But now, no, too late.
Does Trump know about YouTube? I feel like if he started a podcast, he wouldn't want to be president.
He has to know about YouTube. First off, who wants the job?
Who wants the job?
It's
the worst job.
The worst job on the planet. It's worse than being the New York City mayor. No one likes the mayor.
No
one likes the mayor.
They never have.
It's still kind of like funny that no one likes the mayor. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of a thing. But who wants that mayor in New York City different, like from being a president? Because being a president's like now I got to deal with all this shit. All of it.
He doesn't even live in the White House.
Not at all.
No.
Like who? I just don't get it. And I was thinking about this the other day. Like I'm actually like first off, I can't listen to any of these people for the next 4 years again. You got Mumbles McGee Biden that's like, and then you got Trump that's just like. I don't even know how to do his thing. It's just like floaty, kind of like I'm the good, whatever.
You're gay,
man. And then you got Kennedy, who's got like larynx issues.
Oh my God!
What the fuck happened there? Were you screaming at the Dartmouth game too long? Like, what are you doing, dude? It's like, like Gollum.
He's ripped though.
Is he ripped?
Ripped.
Dude, wait, hold on. Is there a picture like Putin rip on a
more ripped?
Really?
Oh yeah, you don't know this? RFK ripped kid.
Ripped guy, huh?
Yeah, 60. What is he, 65, 70, 75, something like that? Yeah, he's a ripped kid. That's what happens when you drink all that baby blood.
Yeah, right. That's true, dude. They do that, all that, and the sex trafficking. You keep young by drinking the venom from young girls.
And young girls specifically.
Yeah.
But what I respect about RFK is that they've killed so many people in his family. He's like, you know what? I'm still going to take a shot.
Yeah, he's still. You know what he is? They don't care. Dude, they've gone with baseball bats, golf clubs, drunk driving. I mean,
planes.
Marilyn Monroe fucking eating a bunch of pills. You know what I mean? That's through like Inception shit. You know what I mean? It's like you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna be happy.
You kind of sound like him.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. Did you see that movie, by the way? Did you see that Marilyn Monroe movie? With
Anna de Armas.
Yeah.
No.
Dude. Horrible.
I heard it's the worst movie ever made.
One of the worst.
Yeah.
And I like that director.
I love her. I love Anna de Armas.
She's hot.
She's oh my God.
Gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. But there's just like the scene with sucking off JFK was insane, dude.
That's a scene?
Oh, it's a whole. She grabs her head and puts it like you physically feel like you're there. Like he grabs now you're gonna want to watch it.
You're gonna want to watch it.
I gotta say, if I was a dude, I'd probably beat off to it because it's rough. It's hard sex play. Let's put it that way. But I don't think it was consensual.
I mean, it's not really sex play. It's
It's kind of rape of the mouth.
I mean, if you're president in the 60s, early 60s.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, look at Mad Men. I think JFK was doing insane shit.
Well, that's why none of this shit surprises me. Like I don't know if I'm just a jaded bitch. I'm just I guess in working film TV, like the Nickelodeon thing. I'm like, yeah, and
thank you.
Yeah, and
I've been saying this for weeks,
dude.
If kids are on TV, they are getting touched.
Dude, it's gonna happen. Like all of them. Okay.
Why are we shocked?
Why are we shocked? It's like. Should it not happen? Of course it shouldn't.
We all agree it shouldn't happen.
But are we shocked at this point?
Thank you.
Like really, another Cub Scout leader touches a kid, no shock.
The biggest religion in the world's doing it.
Exactly.
Of course, the second biggest kids network's gonna do it.
Of course, it's gonna do it. Disney, there's tons of them. I've worked with Disney kids. They're fucked. They're all fucked.
But do you think that's the network or the parents?
I think it's everything. It's never listen. Everything that's fucked up in this world is layered. It's never just this and that. It takes a village to fuck up, make mad fuckery. So it takes the parents to be turning the other way, or being oh, suck it up, take a fucking spooge to the eye for the team, or being hardcore for it, or just ignoring it, or just not being involved. And then it takes a network to not kind of have networks. They're really smart. What they do is they'll have production people on the ground, and they won't be there. So they don't know. They can.
What do you mean they won't be there? The executives won't be there.
The executives won't be there. The head of the studios won't be there. It's part of production to deal with it. You know what I mean? Before Weinstein and fucking, I'm trying to think. Before Weinstein and I think Kevin Spacey and all this kind of shit that went down.
Boy, did Kevin Spacey get out of this clean.
Oh, he got out of this really clean. And I worked on House of Cards, and they wouldn't let chicks, or no, they would only want chicks to work at base camp where he was. They wouldn't let dudes do it. Because of speculations. And this is before speculations.
Right.
It was just because I knew a bunch of kids that worked down there, dudes that were that got hit on by him. And didn't.
That many?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
A bunch of PAs, couple.
They call it base camp?
Base camp.
It's actors, Everest?
Where they come because it's base, the main part, and that's where the actors come and check when you're on location.
Right.
If you're at a studio, I mean, there's still a base camp for some of them, but so that's where they all check in, and that's where hair and makeup's done, and then there's a van that takes them to set.
How far away is craft services from everything?
Okay, so there's going to be a couple. They're going to they'll have some craft service at base camp, especially if they're far away.
Right.
And then, but they're always at location. Wherever they're shooting.
Where they're shooting.
Yeah, it's always going to be near set and location so people can walk away.
Because they've been shooting you around here.
Oh, what they've been doing?
You.
Oh, really?
In this neighborhood.
Is that show still a thing?
Yeah, season 5, I think. It was a huge thing.
And it's kind of gone,
it's gone
right?
down.
People don't care?
Yeah, they don't really care anymore.
Okay.
But they were here, yeah. Fucking, what's his name? Gossip Girl guy.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm so not up to date with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing I'm kind of watching, I'm first off horrible with TV. I don't keep up with it. Shogun, I got into that for a minute.
Everyone's talking about Shogun now.
Good. Shot so good.
Okay.
Done so well. I give them a lot of props. FX, dude. I fucking love FX.
Shout out Japan.
Yeah. And hating on Christians. I don't know. I watch mostly films. I'm a film snob.
Really?
Yeah,
okay. Is that what you studied at Marymount?
No, I studied theater.
Theater.
I was a theater nerd.
Oh, okay. Because you don't give that vibe off at all.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I
kind of shunned it. I hit it. It's starting. I'm looking at Shakespearean classes now. It's coming back up again.
It's popping back up?
Oh, it's popping up. A lot of old Levin's coming back up lately.
Why?
Meds, psychiatry. Yeah, I think those are the most thing. I've been working a lot on myself. It's been fucking nonstop.
On purpose, or you were just let's get back into this?
On purpose working.
Was it like a new hobby?
No, I just always been. First off, I've always watched. I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch Orson Welles interviews.
That's weird.
Is it weird?
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Okay.
But then I'll watch Mike Tyson videos too. I like watching.
That makes more sense to me.
Because that's your vibe, dude.
No, that's your vibe too.
Well, yeah, it's both my vibe. I like theater and I like it. I'm a Renaissance chick. I like it all. I grew up going to the theater. I grew up going to sports stuff. Like, I grew up, like, back in the day, going to theater wasn't like, woo. Like, my parents, who are middle class, when the middle class existed.
Right.
That's what you would do. You would take your chick out and you'd go to a show. And then you'd go to a dinner. Like, that's what dudes would do back in the day. Like,
opera? You ever do opera?
I've done opera.
You've done opera?
Yeah, I went opera, but it was a Brechtian opera, so it was fucking weird.
What does that mean?
Brecht is like a weird stage director dude, so it wasn't your very basic like Mozart Pavarotti thing. It was very like hard, like avant-garde opera. So it was rough.
Yeah.
But when I was at Marymount, they took us on a tour at Lincoln Center, and we looked at the sets, and it was incredible. Like, it's absolutely
well. That's
cool.
big money. Yeah.
Oh, big money, dude. Taking shrooms and going to an opera, I recommend it.
Really,
dude? It's so much fun, dude. You're watching these big, huge sets, and especially if it's like the Magic Flute or something really whimsical and freak it, like, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, that was entertainment for and back in the day when we had rich people that would spend money on like doing cool shit. Now we have rich people. That's the problem with rich people. They're all nerds and they suck.
And they want to go to space.
And they want to go to space and they want to like wear a cowboy hat and date like Russian hookers. It's like, it's not like real fun. Like, let me put money into creating an amusement park where we're like, you know, there's music, like just something weird. You know what I mean?
Right. We need more Dolly worlds is what you're saying.
We need more Dolly worlds. We need some more weird. We need some weird. We don't appreciate weird, like really weird, like debutantes anymore. Like, too bad Paris Hilton is not like.
Did we miss an opportunity with that Paris world?
Dude, that would have been fucking sick, dude. I've made her a crepe, and she was lovely.
Made her a crepe?
I worked at Cirque du Soleil in when I was living in LA.
Okay.
I was working on film TV production. In January and February, it dies because everyone just goes away. Back in the day, it did anyway. Before we did all these like. Production's weird now the way it's done, but back in the day, January and February was always like a dead downtime because your people are getting ready for upfronts, which is shit you show so you can get like advertisers. But now with streaming, it's changed the scheduling of things. So January and February used to be a dead time. So I went looking for a job, and I used to work in kitchens a lot.
Okay.
So Cirque du Soleil was looking for people to work in their VIP tent. So it's like you would do in Santa Monica on the beach, like right off the pier. So all the VIP tents, you had like major, like Woody Harrelson, Lee Schreiber.
Like Woody Harrelson.
Freaking
Lee Schreiber VIP? You put Lee Schreiber up there?
Oh, I put Lee Schreiber up there.
With Woody Harrelson and Barbra Streisand?
Fuck yeah, Lee Schreiber's the shit. Dude, NFL, the fucking, he
does a fantastic job. I just don't know if I would put him next to Woody Harrelson and Barbra Streisand.
You didn't like Ray Donovan?
He did a fantastic job in Ray Donovan.
You would put him with this. Barbra Streisand's on another. She's iconic.
More than Woody Harrelson.
Do you think Woody Harrelson's really iconic? You'd put him on iconic?
I think he's been...
James Dean. I mean, really?
White Men Can't Jump.
Good, yeah. Do you think Matthew McConaughey's iconic?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think culturally, not by what he's performed in, but culturally, yes.
Do you think everyone in the world knows Woody Harrelson?
No.
Do you think everyone in the world knows Matthew McConaughey?
Yes.
Oh, you do? You really think that everyone in the world knows him? How about Barbra Streisand? Do you think everyone in the world knows
I think, like, you could, okay. I'm going to retract Woody Harrelson, and I will promote Matthew McConaughey.
I would do more with Matthew than Woody. Even though I love Woody. I love Woody.
He's fantastic.
Woody's fantastic. Especially when he got wasted and he slept outside on the bench while his kids was in Cirque du Soleil. Epic.
That's a thing.
That was a thing.
Okay, you kind of slid that right in.
Yeah, I just slid that right then, bro.
He got hammered at Cirque du Soleil and just slept outside on the bench
for a little bit.
Happens.
Happens to the best of us.
Right.
I'm not going to hate on that. And, like, just, we're in Hollywood, so a bunch of people went there. Like, freaking, Swingers. The movie Swingers.
Vince
Vaughn and
Jon Favreau.
Favreau. They were both there. Favreau.
Is it Favreau?
I don't know if it's Favreau.
Call us in, John. You know, we know you watch.
Yeah, thank you, John. They were both there with their families, and that was fun.
Huh.
Yeah, just a bunch of stars. So Paris Hilton came with a bunch of dudes, and I never was like a Paris Hilton person. And then I was like, oh, wow, she's absolutely beautiful. She's stunning.
I'm sure,
I didn't think she was.
Those early 2000s, mid-2000s?
Yeah, mid-2000s. Yeah.
Mid-2000s. That's hot. No pun intended.
And she was like, and she was really great, and she was with all of her gay boyfriends. It must have been gay boy night.
The gays.
And she looked like she was bored, but I think if I was that wealthy, I'd be bored too. But they're like, Paris, they're making. I had to wear, this is the only embarrassing thing. So I'd prep help prep during the day, and then at night. So in the beginning of the show, before the show would start, they would have like a savory. So I'd have to like slice up prime rib and make prime rib sandwiches and stuff like that. And they made me wear like a red chef's jacket. I looked like a linebacker for the Bears in the 1980s, dude. I was so, and I had to wear a chef hat. And then they put a picture frame, and while I'm slicing it, and I'm above, like my hands were with the roast beef was in the picture frame outlined, and then I'm above it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This up here is behind, out of the frame. And I remember at one point, before the Paris Hilton thing, there was some rich dude with his daughter, and he was like looking at me, and I'm like, hi. And I didn't see the daughter, and he's like, and I'm like, what? And the daughter's like, I turn, and the daughter's slowly moving in on me, and I'm like, are you taking a picture of me right now?
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're a fucking.
Like I'm a fucking like.
Like you're a British soldier.
Ship, like like, or I'm on a cruise ship, or we're at like Downton Abbey, and I'm like, help, and it's like go next to the. It was the weirdest thing for her and me, and I didn't want to make her feel bad because she's.
It's not her fault, yeah.
I was raped by a camera, basically, with a dad that made me take a picture of this chick. So we did that, but then what happened was they would go to the show, and then intermission, they bring out the crepe station, and I make crepes. Yeah.
I'm so confused why the steak sandwiches happen before the crepes.
Because you're savory, and then you got your sweet. And I said almost halftime, but at intermission.
yeah, at halftime.
So she came in, and they're like, Paris, they're making crepes. Do you want one? And she was, because everyone talks like they're having a stroke in California, in Southern California.
Yeah.
And I made her a crepe, and she comes over and she grabs it and she says, thank you. This looks delicious.
She said full delicious.
Yeah.
She looks like a girl that would say delish.
Yeah, no, she said full and delicious.
Huh.
It's.
Oh, she just held on to the S.
Yeah,
And yeah.
But she was very gracious. And I was like, shout out to Paris for being very kind.
And that, because she took away from her sidekick. She was like the first person to have a sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
Is this pre-sidekick days or like right when it came out?
Nicole, the Lana Rochi's
Oh, no,
daughter?
I meant the T-Mobile sidekick.
Oh, dude, I don't even remember that.
You don't remember a sidekick?
Is that what she was doing?
She was doing everything back then.
She had a rap album. Wasn't she doing a rap album?
It's on one of my favorite playlists. Stars Are Blind.
Dude, that's right.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Even though the guys are crazy, even though the stars are blind.
Yeah, and Nicole.
Electric.
Oh my God, dude, you're unbelievable, dude. Yeah, her and Nicole. That's what I'm saying. I miss her. Remember then they had the 16-year-old bitch. It's like Friday, like that. She can't hold a candle.
Rebecca Black.
Okay, yeah.
Well, now she went out of the zeitgeist. Now she's back. She's like gay and trans.
Is
and
she?
Swear to Christ, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she like shaved her head. She's like, no, guys, remember Friday? I'm 30 now. Gay, trans, huh? Yeah, she's trying, dude.
Dude, no way.
Yeah, she's like an open micer in Brooklyn.
No, shut up. Dude, she would come and take our shit, dude. I'd be like, get the fuck out.
Oh, dude, she'll headline way before me.
Oh, God damn it, dude. No. That is crazy. I didn't even know all that.
Oh, yeah. I'm staying. I know what's going on with those people.
Dude, wow, you keeping up, dude. How about the real world people? Do you know what's going on with them?
Handful. Yeah, Johnny Bananas, CT. Yeah.
I have not, dude. The last thing I know is Pedro died of AIDS, and which is like eons ago, episodes
That's
ago.
yeah.
And then I don't know who's the new like Puck, like who's the new on like is the show still on?
Well, MTV's basically dead.
Is it dead?
It's
Viacom's
dead.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the new MTV then?
What's the new MTV?
Yeah.
It's like there's no like channel anymore.
See, that annoys me. I used to want to be a music video director. I
thought you were gonna say Vixen.
A music video Vixen?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, like I wanted to be in a Trick Daddy music video.
What am I in the 1920s Frank Sinatra music video? I wanted to be a vixen.
That's what they called them.
They called them vixens.
They called them vixens.
I think you're full of
Shout
shit.
out Diddy, dude.
No, Diddy didn't call him vixen. Shout out Diddy. Really? You're gonna shout out Diddy right
Listen,
now?
I'm trying to get as many viewers as possible. Say every hot phrase into the mic.
Weinstein, Epstein, Weinstein,
Thank
Diddy.
you.
Who else? Isn't R. Kelly involved in that too? Now they're saying they found shit.
Nah, he's out. Well, they're saying Jay-Z might be involved.
Jay-Z might be involved. Wait, hold on. Is this a new Epstein? Is Diddy the new Epstein?
So this is what happened. Yes, I tried to make this I tried to riff on this. It didn't work out.
No, huh?
But yeah, so basically Diddy is just Black Epstein for music. What Epstein...
Well, that makes sense completely.
It makes sense completely.
Good for Harlem. Put Harlem on the map again.
Bed-Stuy, but sure.
I thought he was from Harlem.
Is Diddy from Harlem?
Diddy's from Harlem.
Diddy, call us in. You know.
Diddy's from Harlem. I will put.
I give you
money
my
to
number.
that,
You never called me.
Diddy's Harlem. Biggie's Bed-Stuy. I know Diddy's.
I thought they
Harlem.
grew up together.
No. They met. I forget how they met. Diddy, I'm going to give him, like, he used to work in a mailroom, and he was like, before he was like, he worked his way up.
What do you know? Do you know what the story is now?
No.
The guy who made him big.
Yeah.
This gay Jewish guy.
Yeah.
And they're saying that, like, that guy hooked up with Diddy, and then Diddy kind of spread gayness.
Dude, why is Black Twitter going bananas right now?
They are.
Are they? I got to get back on Black
Wait, you
Twitter.
don't know the new phrase?
No.
Oh, you don't know the new phrase?
I haven't kept up with the Diddy thing. I only knew the feds came in and they took the computer.
So when you're so now we all know, like, if you're doing like a black show, you'll hear, like, if they say something kind of gay, they'll say pause afterwards.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. Like, you can't say sausage, egg, and cheese.
Right, you can't. Yeah. I'll take. You want bacon or sausage? I'll take sausage. Pause.
AO. Yeah, or like yeah.
So now it's not pause anymore.
No.
For the past week.
What is it? Diddy?
No, they go. Yeah, I'll take sausage. No Diddy.
Ain't no diggity Diddy. I like.
It's just no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Instead of no gay, it's no Diddy.
I love
it's
that.
It's fantastic.
Dude. No homo, no Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's electric.
God, black people are just cooler.
They're just so much better at words.
They are. Well, that's what happens when you go through a lot of trauma ancestrally. I mean, I'm sure. Wait, what are you again? Your background?
A bunch of shit.
Oh, you're a bunch of shit?
Yeah.
So you should know your trauma.
Yeah.
Then that would make you interesting.
Shout out to Slavs, dude.
Oh, you're Slav?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
you're
Russian. I'm a whole thing.
All right. I got a little Ruski in me. I got Irish. I got potato famine.
Yep,
Stalin.
got that. I got that.
Okay. And then, a little Nazi.
A little bit.
I mean, not, but I got, like, that kind of trauma shit.
What do you mean?
Like a quarter of German, Nazi. I don't know which side. Like, my family was already gone German.
No, they left then.
Yeah, no, they were. My mom's side's been here fucking since like the Dead Rabbits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Gangs of New York days.
New Yorkers. Yeah.
God, what I would do to live in those times.
As a woman, it would suck.
Yeah, as a woman, it's not great.
But I wouldn't mind just seeing and also it'd smell. It would smell.
Yeah, I'm not really factoring that part in.
No.
Well, the entire planet smelled until you couldn't smoke inside until 2002.
Right. You know what though? I don't even know if I want to be I wouldn't mind seeing New York in I guess the 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
First off, I would have been the shit because my uncles worked at the Teamsters and were on the longshoremen.
Okay.
And they worked with Hoffa and stuff. I would have probably
shout out Hoffa.
Yeah, shout out Hoffa. We would have been royalty. They ran numbers at the Landmark. They were kind of yeah, they were kind of people. They were but back in the day in New York, everyone had a scheme. That's when everyone is oh, you're a criminal. Everyone was a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had to make your money. So it's everyone had something going on. They either ran numbers, someone was bootlegging. It was just everyone did their bookies.
Yes.
All this stuff. I miss that stuff. Now it's so sanitary. It's I don't get how there's no criminals in people's family. I'm you don't have one person that tried to do something.
Oh, well, listen, my family's got criminals.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah,
I'm saying others. It's just weird.
I think people got criminals.
You think Nah, I don't think a lot of people. I think the ones that are coming to the crock pot people. I mean, some of them probably do. There's some I know those Midwest people that are coming. There's incest in that family. There's some dark shit because Midwest goth and Southern goth, they've got some shit.
Goth? Are we talking emo? What do you mean?
I'm talking gothic, kind of creepy, dark shit.
No.
All right. I
don't know what you mean by that.
Gothic, Southern Gothic is an actual art era. If you what was that writer?
Southern Gothic sounds like a History Channel show.
Well, it should be. Southern Gothic. If you go to, have you ever been to Savannah?
Never. I've wanted to go. I know. I hear good things.
They have their graveyard, New Orleans.
Okay.
Kind of Southern Gothic, dark vibe of
sadness
and creepiness and those weeping willows and shit.
I saw a billion weeping willows down there.
Yeah, they're freaking. Wait, did you go to New Orleans?
Yeah.
I see. I haven't gone to New Orleans yet.
Do yourself.
I know.
Go down.
I know. I will probably die there. I want to go down. There's 3 separate times where I should have gone there, and either a hurricane fucked it up. Thanks, Katrina.
Yeah. Thanks, Biden.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, that wasn't Biden. That was fucking. Who is it?
Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Yeah.
Correct. Man, Kanye, huh?
Electric. Still is.
Yeah, still amazing, dude. By the way, Woody Harrelson. Not Woody Harrelson. Woody Allen has a new movie coming out.
Really?
Yeah, the guy's making film still.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it.
Self-funded.
Dude, he went to France, bro. They'll fund the shit out of pedophiles. They don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's part of their art. That's part of their history. It's part of their culture.
Yeah, it's not weird there.
I love Europe. But I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, but there's some darkness, I know, in Midwest. I just wish they brought it with them.
No.
Why?
The Midwest?
Yeah.
They bring too much stuff to the Midwest, from the Midwest to here.
No, they brought the cheesy shit. I want the dark shit. Bring the dark shit.
Like, what is dark? Then again, I haven't spent that much time in the Midwest, but what are they bringing?
If you look at artwork, like, from the Midwest, like, what's that?
They have art in the Midwest?
The dude that painted the farmer with the pitchfork.
That's what you want?
That creepiness?
You want more of that?
I want more creep. I want more creepiness here. We need more creepy. Keep New York creepy. You know how Austin has keep it weird? Keep it creepy. New York needs to be creepy. I want some Gotham creepiness.
No, we need more Mona Lisas with gold chains spray painted on. That's what we need.
I'm done. That's corny. No, that's mad corny, dude. That's gone. All right, that was from the 70s and 80s. That shit's gone. If these Midwesterners are going to come and they're going to, like, create the whole vibe, bring the creepy gothic shit that I know they have there. All right?
The Midwest has always done terrible things to New York culture.
No, but right now they have. But like a lot of like Jeffrey Dahmer's, the Dahmer, he came from the Midwest.
Right.
Like a lot of fucking psychopaths come from the Midwest. Bring that energy. Help the rent out. Help everything out. Bring that energy here.
Are you saying just kill more people?
Not kill. Just bring some shading. Bring some of whatever your creepiness is. Like New York was founded on immigrants, right? And they brought all their trauma here, which is why we have good food.
Okay.
You know,
I'm following you so far.
Right? So if the Midwest would come here and not bring their Shake Shack energy Target shit, but bring their, like, sadness of, like, ancestral baggage, it would kind of, I would love to see what that combines with, like, you know, Colombian food.
It would just be like better cheese curds with empanadas. I mean, that's really what it would turn out.
You don't know. You're totally just assuming.
It'd be like beer battered empanadas.
Why
like
not?
That's what it would be.
Why not? Bring some Wisconsin Badger energy here, bro. Bring me the sad shit. I don't know what it's gonna be. Deep fried beaver and fucking. I don't know. We don't know what it could be.
I don't know. I know a lot of kids that went to Big Ten schools.
Yeah. Well,
they brought nothing back, and I think for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. They're not that. That's what I'm. Oh well, you know who went to Big Ten school? Eugene O'Neill, who's like a prolific theater writer.
Yeah.
So that brought some good shit.
Okay.
So, but he was originally a New Yorker, and then he went there.
And then he went there and he came back. Yeah.
So I don't know. We just need the parents of the Midwest need to be much more damaging to their kids than the way they are now.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, I don't know.
The Midwest seems to like the Midwest, Jess.
Well, then why are they here?
Because they're trying to escape, but they always return. The Midwest don't stay here forever.
So what? They go there and they just, like, it's kind of colonialism, imperial. They come here, they use the resources, then they go back to wherever and they get married, and that's it?
Yeah, essentially. This is like...
You know, Nine Inch Nails is from Ohio, right? That's like that whole tech scene that came from I think, Cleveland.
Okay.
You know?
Machine Gun Kelly came from Cleveland.
Ugh, God, he sucks. I can't stand Machine
Listen, I'm just saying what's from Cleveland.
Eminem, Detroit. I love Detroit.
Eminem,
Have
Detroit.
you partied in Detroit?
I've never been to Detroit.
Detroit's fantastic.
Is it?
Before, like, fucking Quicken Loans and their minions moved downtown, it was the shit.
I love their pizza.
Ew. Well, like, what do you mean? They're Detroit...
The Detroit-style pizza?
Yeah, I haven't really tried it. There's a couple of Detroit... Like, for a minute, it had, like, a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still a moment.
It's kind of lost that moment,
kind of lost.
but it is good.
It was going up. It was going up.
Yeah.
Where have you gone? There's a couple places in the city.
Well, I mean, Squared. I just went the other day.
Have you been there? They have a couple.
Jess is fantastic.
Is it really?
Just do yourself a favor.
Don't they got, like, a jalapeno one? They got, like, a weird flavor.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Jalapeno, pepperoni, little spicy hot.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
And then they cook it and it gets caramelized on the outside, right?
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, like, interesting because it's almost like Pittsburgh style, because Pittsburgh does the same thing because it's supposed to be like Detroit, that, you know, you were in the mill and it's hot as fuck, and they put them in those hot things, and they put in, because I don't fuck with Chicago deep dish, and I'm not trying to be just a dick because I hate Chicago. I've had it. I went to Pequod's. I appreciate you, but not my vibe.
Yeah.
Too much shit going on there, bro.
Yeah.
Too much shit. But I haven't tried Detroit. It's crusty and then what? Soft. I don't like too much dough.
Salt on the inside.
I don't like too much dough, bro.
Is that too much dough?
Okay.
At least how many squared is it?
Neapolitan pie. I know a lot of people don't like it. I'm a Neapolitan pie bitch. Like, I do
really
like Neapolitan. I like you know, a red sauce. You know, like, there's a place up the street, God bless, Geno's, I think. Have you
Geno's. Quality. Is
it quality?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, when I see a bunch of old white people in there, I'm like, wow. Are they still running it?
Yeah. No, that's good. For a pizza place, you want old white people.
You want old white people. I want a Blue Lives Matter sign in the window.
Yes.
It's going to be, I'm telling you.
Yes.
The best pies, like you go to Staten Island, you go to a part of the Bronx where it's just like you see Christopher Columbus in the window. That shit's going to be fire.
Yes.
It's going to be, the hate makes it good. I don't know what it is, but that pie's going to be fucking good.
You know what makes it good? Values.
Core American grit.
That's right.
And value.
Hang a picture of Frank Sinatra.
I know, and the Madonna.
And
right
don't serve
there.
blacks when they first walk in. That's what makes
All right,
a good slice. Well, you said it.
But yeah, no, I like I don't know I forgot what we were talking about because that was funny.
Old white people in a pizzeria and a deli. This also goes for delis.
Also delis.
Yes.
Yes, big time. I mean, I hear you. That's why I like it up here. There's still like an old school vibe up here.
Dude, yeah, it's hot. I've been saying this all week. I don't know why all week. It's been a common theme. Manhattan doesn't have great food.
No,
it doesn't.
It used to.
It used to.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, because again, it's hard for a mom and pop to stay in business now. It's all corporations now.
Yes.
So it's now a land of Shake Shacks and Targets.
Bingo.
You know? And even in Brooklyn, it's like rich, entrepreneur shit. There's no... But also, I can't blame them either because I think I forget who I was talking to a comic. And we're talking I'm afraid diners are a dying breed. I remember being a kid. I took advantage of the diner situation. There were diners everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. And they used to have the music thing. You could put a quarter in the thing.
Oh, I'm aware.
You remember that? Right.
Yeah.
A good diner. It's hard to come by now.
No, they're like the East Coast bison.
Yeah.
We're just killing them all.
Killing them all.
Yeah.
And it's and that soon will happen with Chinese restaurants because what happens is these people are going to come here and they're going to start working for their kids and then the kids are going to go to school and they're going to be like, fuck this. I'm not working in my restaurant.
I can't speak for you, but when's the last time you got Chinese?
Dude, I do.
You do a lot.
If I'm hungover, that's
you do
my
Chinese.
go-to, bitch, dude. There's a place, and I'm telling you what. Well, first off, this is a sad situation. After COVID, there's a place called Sammy's Noodles Parlor. It was on 6th Avenue.
Shout out. Went bye-bye after COVID. And that place was phenomenal. They did the hand rolls and shit. I mean, I live in Queens. You can go to Jackson Heights. Oh, well, of course.
Flushing.
Yeah, well.
Flushing.
Yeah.
Queens is if you want fucking immigrant, you go to Flushing. You go to Jackson Heights.
Yeah, but from here to there, I might as well go to Shanghai.
I know.
You know?
For real. Get on the flight. I know. So, I hear you. But in Manhattan itself, I mean, you got to know where to go.
No, you gotta know where to go, but
EJ's still there, or JG Mellon, whatever the hell.
JG Melt sucks.
Does it?
Sucks.
Oh man.
Went with Kyle Mara. Shout out Kyle Mara. Sucks.
Ah, dude.
I know.
It never used to be. It wasn't bad. You used to be able to get a tuna melt. It was pretty good there.
Yeah, no, I think they really hyped their fries. They're like, oh, you gotta try our fries. They're so different. I'm like, dude, just do fries normal.
What do they do with
They do these circle things, and they're kind of puffy, but they're not filled.
Wait, are they like the curly fries?
No, it's like
Because I fuck with Arby's.
It's like a half tot that's not crispy. It sucks.
You know what also sucks too? Getting coffee. So I'm fine with dunks, but I want to look at it sucks. I'm trying not to drink right now, which is a bitch.
Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol.
Okay.
And I just want a late night coffee spot to go to, and there used to be a lot more, and I can't.
There's Venerios in the East Village.
East Village. It's all in the Village. I have to go to the Village to go to there, dude.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to go fucking. Why should I have to schlep all the way down there?
There's not a lot of bakeries anymore. There's no Italian bakeries, a lot of German bakeries.
You gotta go. There's a couple of good bakeries up here too.
Yeah, but not to sit down and have a cup of coffee, a piece of cake at 10 p.m. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's what you're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for, a cafe.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have those anymore.
And there used to be up in Yorkville here. There used to be a lot of German restaurants up here.
Yeah, we're kind of losing those.
You're kind of losing those.
Yeah,
That's what Yorkville was. A lot of Jewish, German.
Yeah.
Up here, used to get. What's the place my dad used to take us to? I forget. But yeah, there's a couple places.
I think Hofstad's the place over here.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
But there's another place. So it was Peppermint. It was a ice cream, and also ice cream shops used to be a thing.
Well, the fucking
do you know what I mean? Like a 5 and dime thing. You'd walk in and get egg cream and all that kind of shit.
I just talked about egg creams today with my parents.
Were you really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It used to be it was just like a thing. It was like a thing. And I remember kind of as a kid. I remember being a kid and kind of seeing these things, and feeling those things. I remember being a kid and coming to New York and being well, first off, my dad was a maniac. That I felt always unsafe. I'd always have these butterflies, something bad was going to happen.
You keep talking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with the volume.
How can you tell?
It's just I kind of just eyeball it.
Do you? But you keep on going down. How do you
no, I keep like playing around, and I play with mine, and at the end of the day, it does nothing.
Yeah, it does. I was going to say, is this a nervous thing you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will not pay for a producer. I will not pay for it until absolutely necessary.
Well, it's amazing you don't have headphones on then. Why don't you have headphones on?
Because I'm not doing this well.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. Well, at least we're there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm very aware that this isn't. Cool. Yeah.
I mean, I love how you have a poster of your show in your closet.
Yeah, it didn't fit here. It would be really nice here.
It would be really.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
it's windows. Yeah.
Yo, that's nice. You get light in here, though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I know. My last place no light. This place light.
Yeah, like
got a bunch of posters.
Yeah, I do. You got a little thing. Blink-182. That's kind of gay, but you got these off Instagram.
No, I got them all from the same spot that my roommate, who's a little gay, shout out Mike, he got his from here.
You got a roommate?
No, I lived with him for 4 years, and then he moved into his own place. He got posters from here.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh my God, it is what it is. That is the slogan of my whole entire family.
Yeah, my mom got me that, dude.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
We're big.
If I were to get a tattoo, that's what it would be.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Not for nothing.
Not for nothing's a big one.
Not for nothing's a biggie in my household. My mother every time be like, not for nothing. Like, that's the Northeast New York, like, God rest his soul kind of a thing for like Southerners. It's like, not for nothing. Does he really have to,
Not for nothing. Something whatever's following that is either going to be insulting or racist.
or it's a good. Not for nothing's a good deal. You know what I mean?
Not for nothing, but black guy at a Jewish deli, and you're like, why does that matter? They're like, listen, it's what it is.
Not for nothing. You get what you pay for. You know
Yes.
Also, I want to make fun of you, Whiplash. Really, you love that movie so much that you got a poster for
Out of all the ones available on that site, yes, that was my favorite one.
What else was available on the site?
Not many. Yeah, they didn't have many that I liked. I'm also not a movie guy.
You're not a movie guy.
No.
It's funny that then why you have a what are you? What kind of guy are you? Sports? What is
sports? Like growing up, we only really watched. We watched like 5 shows, I'll say.
Okay, what's the 5 shows?
One was Seinfeld. Seinfeld's on 24/7.
That was on. Yes.
Everyone loves Raymond.
Yeah, that was my mother liked that one.
Yes. Mm-hmm. King of Queens.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I hate Kevin James.
And then Big Brother.
Oh, really?
And Survivor.
Oh, okay. No.
Those are the only 5 shows in the Happel household for about 20 years.
My house, mostly because my father was, and it's going to get crazy. A lot of BBC shit.
Really?
Yeah. I grew up with my parents were very cultured.
Yeah, you don't come off with that. What happened?
I am cultured.
I'm sure you are. I know you're well traveled.
I'm intelligent. I grew up with a lot of BBC, The Simpsons, Seinfeld.
Okay.
My dad loved The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He used to watch it all the time. Seinfeld was my dad too. Are we counting like if it's spring season, then we got baseballs on?
We're not including sports.
We're not including sports.
Yeah,
okay, cool. So BBC shit, Simpsons, Seinfeld. My mom didn't like Seinfeld though. My dad was a Seinfeld guy.
Your mom didn't like Seinfeld?
Yeah, she couldn't take
Your mom liked BBC, but not Seinfeld.
My dad liked BBC too, though. He used to watch BBC shit.
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, both my parents were BBC people.
Okay.
Just different shows that they would watch.
Interesting.
My mom would watch like With Me in Time and Father Brown, which is like all these like someone got killed in a town of 300 people and the rich people blame like it's got to be the son. You know what I mean?
It's the Irish kid.
Yeah, the Irish kid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My dad liked comedy, like Are You Being Served, which is like these weird people working at like a department store. And then you got the gay guy and the but it's all British, like, kind of thing.
Whose line's it anyway? Now that you brought that was a big one in my house.
That was a big one in your house, but the American version, right?
Yeah, the American version.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking peasants. And then
well, you're not wrong.
And then I'm trying to think what other TV show it was on. Oh my God, my mom loved like Columbo or Murder, She Wrote. That shit was on all the time when I was a kid.
No.
My nanny loved Agatha Christie. That bitch loved.
You had a nanny?
Not a nanny, like my nanny, like my grandma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So grandma from my dad's side,
nanny.
That's a cunt.
Oh, okay.
So she was grandma. So grandma to me is like cold.
Okay.
Like not warm. My nanny was my nanny.
Gotcha.
She was my
This
grandmother.
makes sense.
Yeah. She lived with us. And she was nanny.
She was in the house.
She lived in the house. Yeah.
Huh.
I grew up with her in the house. We would play Clue. She cheated all the fucking time.
She cheated?
All the time she cheated. She cheated at cards. She cheated at everything. She loved to cheat.
Did you drink?
Nanny? Not hardcore, but she would sock some,
Okay.
you know. She would, yeah. She used to smoke back in the day.
Well,
you know.
of course.
Yeah. But yeah, she was, my grandma, she drank and she was a gambler. Big time my dad's side, gamblers. Big time gamblers.
Bus to Atlantic City people?
That also, like, they would go, my grandfather, OTB. Loved the OTB. I had a joke about it, but I couldn't do it anymore because no one knows an OTB.
No one knows an OTB is.
He died at it.
He died at the
He
OTB.
had an OTB.
That's the trashiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Your grandfather died at the OTB. Did he win?
That's the joke. He had the winning ticket.
There you go.
But we don't know because they're a bunch of scumbags. They probably took the ticket off the ground while he was having a heart attack. It's like,
Well, my grandparents moved to Florida to be closer to the dog track.
I love that.
I'm from dog track people.
That is fantastic,
Yes.
dude. Greyhound Central, son. Take the Greyhounds and watch the Greyhounds.
Yeah, that was my dad's vacation growing up. They would go to New Hampshire to go to the dog track.
That's amazing.
That's as white trash as it gets.
Yeah.
They also never learned to drive. That's another fact.
My mother didn't until only she still hates driving. She doesn't like it. She didn't know how to put gas in the car. Because when she moved from New York, we moved to Jersey.
Don't have to.
So we don't have to. So for years from New York, she never drove because she grew up in Chelsea.
Makes sense.
She didn't even take the train. She still is to this day. She's like, we never saw these. Like my mother hates rats. She can't watch Ratatouille. So like that's how much
she knows it's fake, right?
She still can't.
Does she know that's Patton Oswalt?
She can't watch rodents. She cannot watch no matter what a cartoon. Cinderella. When I was a kid, she'd be like, "Yeah, son of a bitch!" Like that's can't do it.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Chelsea. Supposedly never saw rats. She's like, I never saw them. Never saw them. Supposedly they weren't as bad as they are now. And the woman never took the subway. She always would walk or she'd take a bus. But she lived in this world. Like back in the, I guess New York, I don't know if they still do. I mean, not really. Everyone, when you lived in your neighborhood, you lived in your neighborhood. Like I remember when my mom's side, they moved from the Village to Chelsea. They were like, holy shit. That was like the biggest move
big
ever.
20 blocks.
Big.
Yeah.
Huge. Different. You might as well have a different. You're in the zip code. That's why I like moving to Brooklyn. I think one time my mom told me at one point they left the Village and for like a month they stayed in Brooklyn and my nanny, her mother was crying. She's like, I'm not staying here.
Well, no, that's where the Italians live.
Well, that and it was just like this is the middle of fucking nowhere. Like no one lived in Brooklyn.
Right. What neighborhood?
I forget what neighborhood it was. I don't even know. But till this day, my mom hates Brooklyn. Like, I grew up hating Brooklyn.
I thought you were going to say Jews.
We hate Jews.
To this day, my mom still hates Jews.
But we'll be like, it's a nebbish Jew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, to them, those are not racist terms. It's just,
No,
they're just describing a guy. He's a nebbish Jew.
He's a nebbish Jew. That's a cat. That's a dog. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just
that's just what they are.
He's a guinea. It's just like, it's just describing people. It's not like, people get like taken. It's like, dude, they still eat each other's food. That's how they describe each other to people. They're fucking rough. They're rough. So, but yeah, which is funny because my mom's side of the family, they're all buried at Greenwood Cemetery.
Really? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no cemeteries in Manhattan. Not like
historically, there's like the one.
There's a Trinity Church one, obviously, but besides that, there's really none.
None. You had to do that, and then my dad's side's all buried at St. Raymond's. They got the fucking.
I don't know what that is.
That's in the Bronx. They just
Yeah,
got the peasant one.
Well, no, was it a big thing? I always envision when I get on RU Garbage, I'm going to ask this question.
Yeah, what do you ask?
Big thing in my family, whenever like old people or your grandparents would come over.
Yeah.
Number one topic of conversation, what you want to do when you die. What you want to happen and they would ask me when I'm like 4 years old.
Yeah.
It's been
my
that.
My mom's doing that now, which annoys me because she's like, we were watching Saltburn, and there's
That's a normal movie to watch with your
I watch
elderly
all sorts
mom.
of shit with my mom.
Okay.
My mom and I watched a bunch of shit. We never. I've watched. Yeah. My dad showed me Three Amigos when I was like 6, and I remember that's where I learned Monty Cohn.
Yeah, well,
I turned to my
it's
dad.
culture.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Dad, what's Monty Cohn? And he told me. I was like, oh, all right.
Okay. Good to know. I'm going to put that in the back of my brain.
Yeah. Even when I was a kid, I remember going to the Bronx. That's why I always found it kind of scary because there was always a fight in the Bronx. Like whenever we'd go to the Bronx, either between my dad or someone, like we'd be at a pizzeria and there'd be people fighting.
It's nice.
It was kind of nice. Now that I think back on it, it was just kind of like, it was all volatile. Like dude, you see a fight it'd be either a physical fight. I'd hear yelling. I'd hear kids making fun of other adults telling them I'm going to fucking kill you. Like
great.
It was like, I remember my cousins, remember when Milk Does a Body Good? That was a big campaign back in the day. Well, for your listeners, back in the day when they were doing campaign for milk, they'd have these people with a mustache with the milk.
Yep.
And I'd be like, milk does a body good. There was a fat lady across the street, and my cousin yelled across the street, "Hey, lady, milk does a body good, but I think you drank too much."
That's good. That's fun.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And, she said, "Fuck you." And it's just like, kind of like, it was just this volatile energy.
You know what I call that? A neighborhood.
It was that.
Right.
It was that. I remember going to the San Gennaro's festival. My dad nearly got into a fist fight with the dunk clown there because he was making fun of me and calling me an Amazonian woman. And
were you a tall child?
I wasn't tall, but I was always like, I wasn't fat, but I was built. Like, I'm strong.
Okay.
Like, I'm meant for the fields.
Yes.
Yeah. Van Gogh paintings.
Yeah, you lost me on that one. I was with you on the fields.
I know,
yeah. I was like, Starry Night? What the hell are you talking about?
He used to paint peasants, you dick. So it's just like that kind of like element, like just like very, and it was just like, but supposedly many years later, when I came back to New York, I was walking around San Gennaro's and I was standing there to a guy and I just started talking to him and I was like, "Hey, you remember that dunk clown?" And I forget his name, but just say, he was like, "Vinny?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, he was such a dick. He got shot." I was like, "No way! Vinny got it." He slept with like a mobster's wife or something.
No, the dunk clown slept with a mobster's wife?
How fucked up is that? And then he got shot. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just like the story anyway.
I'm sticking with that story.
I'm sticking with
That's a San Gennaro story.
That's a San Gennaro story.
There's Christmas stories and there's San Gennaro stories.
And like San Gennaro sucks now because I remember being a kid.
Sucks.
It was straight up. Chinatown didn't take over the way it did. It was really a
Biden.
kind of, yeah, thanks a lot, Biden. Suck, mumbles. So, San Gennaro's was amazing back when I was a kid. It was like kind of very, I mean, my brothers would say, "Fuck you, you don't even know," because they're like 10 years older than me.
Right.
They probably saw it in its real heyday. But seeing it in the 90s and the 80s, like young as in the 80s, because my dad would take us every year. We went every year.
Yeah.
I go now, it's like going to a fucking carnival. It's like fried
It's
Oreos.
become a carnival.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It used to be like just, sausage and peppers, arancinis, and I don't know. I remember, I would be 9. My dad would buy me a beer. Like, it was just like...
Well, that's just what happened.
Yeah, just like weird.
It's healthier than water.
Right, wine. I grew up with that, It's really weird. When I moved down south and I was waiting tables, everyone, when I see Southern families come in to eat, the kids who are like 18, 19, they're like, "I'll sweet tea." And I'm like, because when I was their age, I was drinking.
Yeah.
Like, I would have a glass of wine, but I'd be like, "You want a glass of wine with dinner?" And they were like this. And then I'd see them fucking raging at the bar. I'm like, "You fucking doing lines and fucking drinking Jack Daniels." And I'm like, "Oh, you're acting so..." That's why I never understood Southern culture. Because they're all about the masks and the... Whereas my family, as much it was like sometimes sucky, it was real.
Right, it's a more veiled.
Yeah, it's more like
culture.
Like a veiled culture. It's just very much like this, like, oh, we're sitting and having dinner and doing this thing,
and we're praying, and we're
doing this.
Yes,
and we're attending, and then my family was just like, all right, it's loud. It's like that Woody Allen in Annie Hall. Have you seen Annie Hall?
No.
God damn it, Richie.
Yeah, I'm very uncultured.
All right, Woody Allen. So the premise. Woody Allen's dating Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
Diane Keaton's from like Minnesota,
sure,
like Chippewa Falls or some shit, and Woody's from Brooklyn or whatever the fuck, and they show a scene where the families are both eating dinner from their like 1950s, like, well, no, it's modern times in Diane Keaton's family where they're talking about Easter and they're eating Easter, and then it cuts to Woody Allen's family back in the 1950s, and it's loud as fuck. They're all like clanking dishes and plates, and they're all like, "What are you guys doing?" And the the Diane Keaton family is very like Protestant, very like demure,
right?
Very, yeah. You got to see that movie. Fantastic film. You got to like. Don't you want to watch movies?
Not really.
Why? Why? What do you mean? What are you gonna sit? You watch? You freak! You sit there and you watch YouTube podcasts.
Yeah, that's all I do.
You're such a nerd.
Wait, let's switch over to the Patreon.
All right, go ahead.
We're gonna switch over to Patreon right now.
All right,
meet you gays there.